Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. Wasn't planning on going live today at all, but then I saw that Dorothy didn't go on or that Rosanna was not going on. So this Hot Mess Express over here decided to come jump on between now and when Neat comes on, Dominique comes on from Dominique Rochelle Jewelry. If you don't know who I'm talking about, my glasses look so crooked and I can't tell if it's my camera. It's probably my fault. I've fallen asleep in these glasses more than once or twice or even 3 times. So I'm here though. My board, however, looks exactly as it did yesterday. Okay, I'm back. But I'm supposed to just be on this. Anyways, hello to anybody watching who is just staring at a black screen. If that happens again, it's just the cord connection from my face cam to the other. I'm also happy to announce that we have high-speed internet now, so I can go in 4K, which is kind of scary when at 10:05 you had no makeup, no hair done, nothing, no whatever done going on. So to go 4K today is a tiny bit terrifying. Apocalypse on my Randy package. I'm pretty sure this is just my bingo winnings, which I didn't place in order. Yeah, it looks like that's all it is. But it's exciting to get to see them in person. There's just a little note inside. I take it. Happy BD Day, Randy. Okay. Yes, I'm excited. I was planning on just using the beads that were on my desk, but oh, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Hold on. I thought these were going to be beautiful when I saw them on the screen, but oh my goodness, these are stunningly. These are pretty too, but they have more of a silver wash on it. So I might have to find different ones. And I forget what she said these were. They're either green strawberry quartz. Man, I forget what she said they were. Let me see if I can look it up on my phone real quick. Oh, I'm so excited. But wasn't lying to you. You see how everything is just sitting on my desk? I started making a second bracelet yesterday. So we might start with that. But look at these beautiful beads. Oh yeah, and I didn't get any further, so I'm still upside down. I apologize for that. Oh, look at this beautiful home. I think this, I don't even know what this is. If it's yellow quartz or citrine, I'm not sure. So let's see if I can go find it in the bingo moment. Thunder Horse Descendants, visit channel, go to live. Bingo. Okay, I don't know which one.
These are already for installing numbers. I have to get the numbers already for. So Jackson got, so he comes home today and he's like, oh yeah, so I got.
I'll turn my phone off real quick. I don't remember if this is where I won or if I won like the whole. I guess I could go look at the notes and see if I've already won. Where did I win? No. Did I win the very end? I feel like I may have. Yes, this is where I won. So now I'm gonna turn the volume back up so we can find out what these beats are. No, I need to know. Oh.
G. Chris.
Okay, this is my winning, so let's see what everything is. It's where I'm yelling at Steve in the other room. 1 or 2! It's 1 or 2!
It's green. Good luck.
Fluoride, that's right. Fluoride. Let's find what the citrine. Cable clutch shot. Oh, those might actually go with the birds that I started. Oh! Oh. Yes. Okay, I was wrong. I thought those were adventuring. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love everything. The only thing I'm not seeing is that. Hold on a second.
Here's the more check class. Or this is not check class, it's last, it's that one. Suppressed. Suppressed. Oh, check class, drum reel. These are maybe like I reach in.
Yeah, where are the ear wires? Are they maybe under the carton? Did I dump something on them? Oh no. Where did my ear wires go? I don't. Oh, found them, found them, found them, found them. That was on me. My bad. I had stuff from the other day still on it. Here are the drops that like go from pink to green, which could be a whole other beautiful like thing to go with my necklace. So this is silver. I could still do like a mixed color mode with like these and the citrine or the fluorite. That could be really pretty. Okay, I'm still obsessed with these. This is my daughter's birthstone. And she likes the like glassy yellow color, not the deeper yellow color, so that works. These had 5 loops, y'all. Wow. I forgot they had 5 loops each. That would be fun to try to figure out. The table cut beads, this check glass, and like these crazy. It's like there's oil in it, is what it looks like up close. You guys, is the picture better if anybody's in here? There's 4 of you in here, but there are 0 comments. Is it too bright? Do I need to turn down the brightness? Is it good? Are we having a better connection? I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you know. Because, like I said, so I'll give you an update on the doctor's appointment yesterday. I went to the doctor. They checked out my leg. They're putting me back on antibiotics to try to combat that infection. So we're just trying to figure it out. I could have Pixie next to me and set up my face cam on this side, which may be what we end up having to do. I never got a hold of customer support yesterday because when I told my doctor, he told me to come in right then because the swelling was so bad. They didn't want me to wait. So Steve rushed home and then we rushed my doctor's appointment. But they want to see what it looks like a week from now. Now, I'm not going to lie, this connection is still going through an adapter because my options are either a coax cable. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. A coax cable or a C to C. I have Pixie plugged directly into my computer using the C. So that's where we're at. But let's figure out what we're going to make today, everybody, because I still want to do this around the other one, but I might do it in gold instead. And if I have to go get another strand of these to do so, I will, because I think that having like a gold option could be really pretty. I have fluorite, just not right here. And these deserve some like drama in the necklace. So pretty. I could also do like a necklace, a bracelet, and then earrings. But the only fluorite I have like right here at the ready, if they're even still in here. Nope, I took them out. Was some hearts, and the hearts are pretty, but I want like this quality. So we will wait on those. What does the lighting looks like? Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. I'm hoping that it's not as like jumpy or skippy as it used to be. Obviously the true like test will be a live video because that's where I always had like the most like issues. I know that there were internet issues on Sunday, but that wasn't me. That was just because we were trying to make something in the middle of his snowstorm, which we didn't know until like that day that it was coming in. It rolled in that quickly. So I've had a lot of good feedback about it. So if you missed yesterday, we made this necklace. I did like a beaded chain with the star chain that came in the box. And then I made these earrings. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this other camera. So there's those. And then we did a bracelet to like kind of go with, but I kind of want to now use these in like a gold necklace version, maybe with the citrine, maybe just with the fluorite, because I really feel like this would look really pretty. The camera is like up at an angle. It's not going straight down. That's why I'm having problems trying to figure out where I need to show you. But I look like Casper the ghost, so I may need to, go get a spray can or something, though I've never done it because the orangey brownie look just isn't my thing. But so we did these and then the bracelet, which is in my hand. I was like, why can't I see it? So what I'm thinking today, like I said, I had no intentions of going live today until I saw that that neither Dorothy or Rosanna were going live today. And I was like, okay, I'll jump on before Dominique comes on. That way, she that way you guys weren't just like blank from when Randy ended until Dominique ended, because that's like, well, it's 2 hours, but yeah. So just give me a little grace as far as the hair and what makeup I slapped on came in. I would have been on 15 minutes earlier, but I was trying to like hook up the modem directly to my computer because at the doctor's appointment, they rubbed out my leg to try to alleviate some of the swelling, which was very painful. But so I came home and like took my meds and went to bed. Steve woke me up to take my bedtime meds, and that was all she wrote. Dominique will come on at my normal time, which is 12 p.m. Mountain Time. So, like an hour and 15 minutes from now is when she will be coming on in my normal hour, just to try to figure it out. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you're seeing yesterday's mess. Like, okay, so we can go ahead and finish this up really quick since I have it pulled out, and then maybe we'll use the tiger eye again for a little bracelet using this moment, maybe some earrings and a necklace. I don't know. Or if we will just do it. Okay, this is also the reason that I stopped. Should we, do you guys like it alternating with like on this one, there's 2 tiger eye and 1 spacer ball, and then the next part of the pattern is 2 spacers and 1 tiger eye? You guys like this, or should we keep it with the tiger eye being the only pattern we do, or this one? What do you think? Oh my goodness. My nose is stuffy. Will you guys chill? Ugh, right. Okay, I guess I'll just go with it. I'm kind of liking mainly tiger-eyed look, so I will probably do that because the other one had so little tiger eye on it that I think on this one I just want to go more tiger eye heavy. So we just need to take off that. No need to start completely over. I can just undo. Here was the thing though. It was that I wanted to, I forgot about that. I think I want to go to 4 millimeter. I just have to see how many I have. 2, 4, 6. This should be enough. Okay, so take that off. I want to go more towards the same size as the tiger eye rather than it being smaller. Yeah, I like that better. It's more cohesive look. I won't watch it then. Yes, I like that much better. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes, more tiger eye. Yes. Yeah. Do you mean that you want me to do like all tiger eye or I kind of want it with at least the one. So these look like they're bigger. Does that mean those are 5 millimeter and not 4 millimeter? Sorry, I'm looking for my caliper, which should be right here. It is. Okay. I want to measure these because yeah, these are almost 5 millimeter. They're like 4.68 millimeters, but it's not enough of a thing to have me. Let me measure my 5 millimeter. And if these are like a true 5 millimeter, then I won't, I'll just leave it as the 4. Okay, I'm going to go with this bigger silver rather than the smaller ones. So, sorry, I want it to look more cohesive than what it is, so I don't, as I knock everything over. What does this look like? Next to that. No. Sorry, I just want to use. Sorry. I just want to give it the best look because the like quality of this tiger eye is really high, so I just want to use the same. Would rather the silver spacer be a little smaller than a little bit bigger. So, because I don't want to like make it look like that was supposed to be the important part of this or the focal part of this bracelet because it's not. I love how the stars nestle in. Yes, it's like my favorite thing about these beads. I really should. I'm sure they don't have any left. I should have looked when they put out the extras because I love these beads. Like you said, I like how it just kind of snuggles in there. This one's a little big. It's crazy how you look at a strand and it doesn't even come across that there's any side variants until you get into making it and like adding in other beads. But then you're like, oh, some of these are a little bit bigger than the other. But yes, I agree, Tina. It seems like this is just a me and you kind of live. Says there's 5 people watching, but you're the only one engaging, which there's nothing wrong with. But yeah, we can just have our own little one-on-one outing today. I may go ahead and do. I think I might do this, but I want bead caps. Which bead caps do I want? And I'll just put a larger, one of the 10 millimeters on there, which I think will look really pretty. Bead caps, bead caps. Where are the bead caps? We can do these, or we can just do the simple floral ones like these, which I have a whole bunch more of. I just don't have them right here. We're still in that process of the organizing. Is the silver ball too big though? Yeah, I don't want that there. I'm just gonna go bead cap into the larger one. Tiger eye. Yes, I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, that's how I want to finish it. I have blue of the tiger eyes or 8 millimeter of the tiger eye as well. But I'm kind of liking the like just larger bit. I think that it looks really cool. So much so that I may just have to make earrings to go with these as well. Go with this bracelet. And I could even do like a little just chain necklace. Yeah, that is probably going to happen as well. It'll just depend on how many I have enough tiger eye. It's more the silver spacers that I'm limited to. But we can figure it out. The earrings would be easy. We could just like use a thinner chain and do like a I don't understand why some of these are bigger. I obviously got them from 2 different sources. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's see where we're at on the bracelet mandrel from this point. We can add another repeat on either side and then the clasp, and we'll be good to go. So another star. There were at least a lot of these in the bag, which I greatly appreciate because it's now allowing me to do more fun stuff with it. I'm having plenty space to do so. Alrighty, time to class. Now, I already have a large one on this side, so I think I just want to put some lobster class if I have any right here, which I may not, and if not, then I will just use my little hook class, which I have out on my desk. Here we go. Do I have any lobster claws anywhere else? Not right here. So yeah, we'll do a hook, which means that I'm not going to use the little quarter. I think there's one on my list now, but only one. Not quite sure what that was supposed to be because it didn't look like a regular cramper, but it's okay. We'll just crimp that through. And I think I'll try to go through the tiger eye too. There might not be room for a second strand there. Well then, don't worry about it. So there's a concavity in the center of the crimpers, the magical crimpers. I will tell you that although Beadsmith makes this, I would not advise using Beadsmith crimps, even the ones that are specifically for, there we go, are supposed to specifically be for these. The walls of them are thinner and they don't hold as well. I use Beetle on our soft flags. So I'm just going to get that caught up in the center of my pliers and squish. And it doesn't have to be any kind of like crazy squish, just keep rotating, but making sure before you crimp every time that you are in the center of the crimp. There we go. There it is. Like almost nothing left over, but I'll go ahead and oh, I could have done the other magnetic. I really don't like magnetic glass one bracelets, though. Okay, we're gonna put the other crimp on here. And I'm going to attach this end in a bit because I have found that they're not all closed like the right way. So if I'm gonna have to open it to adjust it anyways. Okay, it can move. It can shimmy. It can shake. If I have to open it anyways, then it's easier to deal with the crimping without having that hanging off. So if I have to open it anyways, I will just take advantage of that. And I just keep swishing until there's no like tension or resistance. So I'm going to take my bent chain pliers and take that up, attach it using the loop. And we are good to go. Now, because there are two little loops here, you can attach in either loop without worrying about it like not laying flat. And it gives you about 1/4 of an inch worth of play as far as length goes. How did this end up so big? It's okay. It's 7.5. So it's not like huge. It's just, I don't know. I might swap this out for a shorter one if I can find it. But the lobster class will look the same. I don't know. It's fine. It's 7.5 on the no, it's 7.5 on the interior loop, which means that it will be about between 7.5 and 7.25 on the other one. So let's count and see how many of these little stars I have left, because I had said that I may use this as a pendant later on. And so if we can do a simple little necklace. Yeah, there's more than enough of these little stars to do so. Because I don't even want like the full length to all be that long. Okay, that's the one attached to the earring. Grab the rest of these. I think we have all the stars that we need. We can use the magnetic clasp if we decide to. This is okay. Probably way too much wire, but that's all right. Oh, wait, this has the loop going that way. So I will need a jump ring to attach it. So let's grab this one. Where do I want to? Oh, there's a fly that just appeared out of nowhere. Use this one. It will still attach, but leave room for the two tiger eye to like fold it up so it's not rubbing against the beading wire. We'll do one on the side, and one on this side. And then I will use the two that seem to be slightly bigger in size. Yes, that works. Slightly bigger in size Okay, so how are we going to configure this? Do we just want to go? Because I'm out of the bigger spacers. So we would be going down to those, or I could put the silver lusters that came in the box in between. So maybe we'll do that, depending upon how it looks. I have an idea. Hold on. Kind of tone down the silver luster. We could put the stainless steel bead cap on either side, like so. Yes, I like the way that looks. Okay, so that's where we're going with this. Let me clamp off this other side. Smaller. Okay. I don't know why that exists. Oh, it's right in front of you, Heather. Okay, and then we'll put a star on. Tiger eye. Tap. A little. Oh, but also, no, this is blue. Do I want to do another tiger eye, or do I want to save these for this? I just almost completely spaced these. Let me see how these sit. Because did they also sit right into the star? They do. Not as well as the other ones do, because they like, oh, what are you doing? They don't nestle as well, but they still look good. Sorry if I'm not. No, I like the way this looks. We can use something else for those. I like the way this looks better. So, oh, hello, Barbara. Glad you joined us. They still have the star beads. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to definitely order these. These are pink tiger eye. And then these are like duster balls that came in the bargain bead box. And these star beads also came in the bargain bead box. So I'm definitely gonna have to go order a bunch more of those because I love these little star square or star X beads. I think they're just beautiful. And we'll use Tina's description of it seems like they're cuddling the bead, which I completely agree with. So, also, if we wanted to, front bead, I could throw in a larger tiger eye along the way. So 1, 2, we'll do a third one. Finish off this pattern and then see what we think of the spacer or the bead traps with Oh, they won't go. Again, I would have to mimic the middle and do the 4 millimeter, then the bead cap, then the 10 millimeter. I don't know that I like it as much as I did on the bracelet. I think. Okay, these ones I did not get from Bernie's, and you can definitely tell because this is so much darker than this bead is. So I have one 8 millimeter that looks like it came from a strand from Bernie's. Huh. I want a break of some sort. I might just do a couple more repeats before I add this in. What do you guys think? Yes, I need to order more. Hello, Carolyn. Okay, so Carolyn, glad to see you on here because I have a question for you, ma'am. On some of the other channels, they call you Gracia or Gracia, I think. So which do you prefer? Because I obviously want to call you in a manner that you prefer. So do you prefer and tell me if it's Grace or Gross? You prefer the Gracia. Okay. Is it Gracia or is it Gracia? Okay. Good to know. Glad to hear that. I've been calling you Caroline this whole time. You could have spoken up at any point in time, dear. I would have been fine with it. Because obviously it's your name, so. I just dropped one of the tiger. Let's hope I don't need it to finish. And then I'm gonna go work on the other side because I don't know. I should have counted them out before I started this. Okay, great. It looks like we do not have as many of these as I thought. So I cut this one off of a little doodad it's on. Oh, that hit my light up above me so hard. Okay, so I've already used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I do not have 9 for the other side. I have 4 plus 2 tiny ones, which is not what I want. So let's figure out how to stretch this. What other beads from the box are in here that we can add to it? I feel like they leaned in really heavy on the blue. Oh, but you know what? We have this does more green and or like an orange and a pink color. Or we have these, I believe these are gray moonstone, right? Or are they silver sheen obsidian? And my silver sheen obsidian is darker than this. That might be the way to go. Okay, so let's pull this down. Sorry, I was not paying attention to how many we had. That's on me. Let's see real quick what this looks like up against it. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that better than I do the silver. So we may go. Huh, where my these spacers? Instead of those. I love silver sheen obsidian, so I'm kind of like the ones I have are like black with silver sheen, or like this one, where it has more black. But like I said, this has the pink and the orange flash in it. So that might be where we want to go with this. Like putting that. Sorry guys, I know I'm trying to keep from doing the design on the flies because it does take so much more time and I understand that and I feel bad. So I try to keep it short. I've got 38 minutes till Dawn is to go live. So let me see here. Oh, this goes over to the side of the blue again. No. Or I have these that definitely have purple, pink, green, blue. I might want. I think I want to use the crystals. Because these have a little bit of pink to them, but not a lot. And I think I'd rather have these to go with the blue tones, the blue crystals, the druzy beads. We have the blue apatite, we have the purple, we have these really bright ones that I think I know a solution to tone it down. So we're gonna start fresh with our focal in the center. So I have enough of the tiger eye. Two, 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 one, and this is one of the itty bitty baby ones. And I don't know. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7 of the smaller ones. Trying to see how I want to begin this. I guess I could kind of determine how this fits. It doesn't keep it up off like I would want it to. Not sure if I'm using the silver duster balls quite yet. So we'll take those off the mat and off of the frame. I do have those little triangle spacer beads. I have the smaller 3mm spacers, the darker bead caps, and these stars. Which 2, 4, 1 man, odd man out. Okay. So those I have 6 of. I think I'm gonna do 2 at the bottom. Oh, thank you, Gracie. Okay. Like Grace. So Grace, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Great job. Okay. Glad that's cleared up. I now know what to call you. Please remember that I do have Durkheim's disease, which does cause memory recall. So if I call you the wrong thing, please let me know in the comments until it becomes my new pattern. So do I want these? No, I think I definitely want these. I just need to decide what I want to have the bead caps, if I'm going to include, which if I'm going darker, I might not use um the silver dust because those are really bright. Like here I am. I do have these from Randy, which are like a silvery green. But I never know how to use these outside of earrings. Probably because I'm not a big like cha-cha fan. Like I could just rock this as a thumb bracelet. Alrighty then. Let's get going here. Have plenty of the thermometer, like I said. These ones are closer in size, so we'll pull those two in. The other two are just itty bitty. And I do have the 8mm, but like I said, they're not of the same quality. Like they're just not. So I don't want to include them because I really like this. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this for use with other beads from the box since I'm doing more of the tiger. This is like more tiger eye heavy than it is the box. Let me see how this lays against that. I actually like the way that sits once the weight's on. Okay. So now let's add in a silver ball. And I want to keep this much more of a like Becky Lee necklace. No, I just don't know. So this will not be nearly as long. Here we go. I don't even think we need bead caps. I think I like that. And then I think I like the silver spacers better. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. You're welcome, doll. You never know. There might be another Carolyn in our group at one moment or another. And so that will leave us to calling her Carolyn. And you, what you prefer to be called. Yep, I like the black. I like the black. It's going to go up against the triangle nicely. You still get to use the pretty tiger eye, but don't have to like cut it so short. You can display it nicely. It pulls out the pink flash of the black bead. There you have a whole handful right there. Trying to remember that the camera is up there and not down here. So then I can use these in a little flirty bracelet. Okay, that's where we're at on that side. I know that we're probably going to have to add a little bit of chain and that I cut this much too long, but I didn't know at the time that I didn't know what we were doing yet. And you know, your girl will always use her extra soft block. I think I showed you guys where I even turned it into like little, I had a bunch of like links like this, and I folded them in on each other and crimped them, and it became like a link in a bracelet that I really liked. I did it during the beaded chain like month that we had last in 2025. 2025 words. This is what happens when Heather tries to go online unexpectedly and cannot talk. If nothing else, you guys have fun watching the never ending blooper reel that is my channel. I don't need to have a blooper reel because, you know, that's what it is constantly over here. But it's fun. I've only heard of two other Gracias. My much loved Miss Grandma Grace, and the author of fiction ministry books. Aww. That's so cool. You were named after your grandma. Jerica's middle name is Loran, and it is a combination of my great grandmother's and Stephen's grandmother's middle name. So it was Iva Laura and Shirley Ann. And so we came up with Loran. And you guys would not believe all the people they thought she was named after, other than those two amazing women who were very strong patriarchs or matriarchs in their family, which is why we did it. So, birth announcement went out for Jerica because it drove me so crazy that she was people were assuming who she was named after, and it never included them. So her middle name is Loran. And then Jerica is also kind of a funny story. I wanted a very unique name because Heather was the most popular female name in the year that I was born. And so there were tons and tons and tons of Heathers in all of my classes. And so I wanted something. Problem was that Steve had quite the life before me and didn't want his daughter named to be either any of those women, which was very frustrating for me. And so we went to one of my doctor's appointments, and my hip was popped out of place. So we went to go get a special prescription for the right donut for my issue, as well as the right size, since the ones at the pharmacy are made to fit like a universal size, but they weren't. And we were arguing about the name situation again, and then we're standing in line, and I don't know if any of you remember how when we were kids that they used to have like those twirling like magazine racks and book racks in front of the like pharmaceutical counter, and there was a children's Bible study book there, and the cover depicted the tale of Jericho and the wall. And he goes, "Well, what about Jericho?" And I said, "That's a boy's name, stupid. If anything, we just call her Jerica." And then that name just stuck, and we both had dreams of our daughter when she was older being called that. And so that's how Jerica got her name. So I'm trying to find some silver chain. Why are there random dudes down here? Oh, those are all broken pieces. That's why. That's my land of misfit pendant. Okay, well, if I don't have a chain that I like right here, we can always read our phone. We've done so many times here on the channel. Okay. So these are meant to be chain extenders, obviously, but we can also turn them into chain. I'm only pulling these out because I don't want them mixed up in my little things. So or do I have enough of this chain to add? No, I think I want to go with the curve thing. Yep. And then in between each little section, we can throw in like some round jump rings just for a little bit of visual interest if we want to. I will need rice. Did I put them away? I may have. Lovely little game we get to have every day of 10. I never find the cranks that I just had on my desk. If not, it's okay because we can find it. As I have discussed previously, I have used the magical crimper on a, you know what, I may just do crimps with the other connectors. I don't really like the tone of this silver. So after all of that little like things, we'll just grab some number one crimp and flat crimp them inside of the little end thing. I wish that this wire was silver and not this gray color. Where are my little clamshells? There they are. Oh, thank you. It's funny because later we had like Jem got popular again, and I guess her name was Jerica, but it was spelled Jerika. So it wasn't like the same at all. But yeah. And this will look cute because it'll look like the last, like that they're the last Eagles on there. And I just wiped my eye and got mascara all over my finger. So that does not look like a flat clamp. That looks something else. Okay. So I'm obviously going to take this up to the very end of the beading wire and swishing. Pull up the clamshell. Yes, it is a tight fit. We have 16 minutes before Dominique goes live. So we will get this done. I don't. Okay, I'm going to set it back down on the mat and a little bit of a curly cue. Put the other clamshell on. The other little thread tube on. Yep. I just knocked everything over. These are my old cutters. You can tell by the teeth marks in them that are not supposed to be there. Because I was using them for things I should not have been using them for. I have like different lengths of, oh my gosh, come on now. different lengths. I have no idea what I was going to say. I don't like opening curb chain. That's another reason that I'd rather use jump rings to connect to it. And so therefore I will put jump rings in between every length, which I think we'll only need two. Oh my gosh, this fly is right in my face. If I could get two through the little hole of the clamshell, I would do so. But now I want to put two on. What happened to that ring? So I'll put that through and then another link through. Close this up the right way and not with my fingers. And then it's better to hold this while you open your other jump ring. It makes it easier to put the second one on through both lengths like that without cross threading between the other jump ring. So see, there'll just be like this little different spot. And I think we should only need two of them. So it shouldn't be a problem. But sometimes I like to use like really big jump rings in moments like that. But yes, they're good. I asked a question yesterday. Okay, I apologize. They're much better. And yes, I just used them to cut my beading wire, but it was the old ones, not the new ones. And I was saying I'm going to take different colors of electric tape. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put red on the good ones or on the bad one. No, red on the good ones so I don't use them on things I shouldn't use. And then green on the other ones, just kind of saying I can use them on other stuff. So kind of like the traffic light system within our country. So I will know not to do it. No, they did have the guard and I hated it. So I took the guard off, not meaning to, because I want to return that pair because they cost 10 more than the other pair. And so I don't need one that long. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. So one more jump ring for the class. That one is also crazy and spread out. So using the bargain bead box again. But once I'm done with this one's box, I'll just go back and put all of these with the bargain bead box. Thing on the bob, why can't you talk? I don't know, but I can't for some reason. I'm gonna make a little hook to attach in there. So this needs to be a flush cut. These are the bad ones. That's why you're not getting the click crisp, like click. So I just like to take my end and roll it like that. And then slowly snug that up as tight as I can get it. No, that's fine. And then I'm going to do the wrapped loop on the other side before I form the hook portion of it. And I am going to connect this directly to the chain. Before I wrap it. And since it is a class, I am going to go ahead and do 2 wraps on it just to be extra secure. Again, not because it needs it. You don't need to have the second loop on there. It's just as strong to have 1 loop, but it's a class. Okay, and then I need my bail making pliers, which apparently did not get put away like they should have been. There's a whole bunch of tools in my drawer. That's what happened. Is that I put stuff down next to me. Okay, so well then let's just grab my big bail making pliers. This might be too much. I'm gonna redo my end. It would have been way too big of a hook. I will be putting out a video later today just so that I can see how much the new high-speed internet and whatever else is working. Perfect. And now we are going to work harden it. And because I don't see my bench pliers out, and hopefully with the new configuration, I will be able to leave this on my desk and show that I do actually use it just when I'm on camera and have the others in place. I do use it, but I like to hang on to that to keep it. To hold it in place. That was key. There we go. Work hard in the hoop a little bit. Are you proud of me? I wish I could knock on. Yes, you need to move your camera back. I know that it's pointing the wrong way. I'm doing that. I was supposed to do that yesterday after the after my live yesterday, but my leg was ridiculously swollen yesterday. And so my doctor asked me to come in. I just completely skipped that. Early to see him. And then they had the physical therapist rub out my leg, which put me in crazy pain. So I came home and went to bed at about 4 o'clock and slept until 9:15 this morning. So that didn't get done, but I know it's facing the wrong way. I need to figure out what I need to do so that I can use the remote within StreamYard. So yes, I know I just need to get a moderator. You love the guard on yours? Okay, so here's the thing. When you go in to clip, like with that on, you go into like clip it, and I feel like I can't get as close with the guard when the loopers are faced one, or when the clip and the cutters are faced the opposite direction. I don't seem to be able to get in as close. That's why. I might give it another go. I have been dealing with a lot of crazy pain, and therefore I haven't had as much energy and like the ability to deal with stuff like that. So, okay. This is the necklace we made today. This is the bracelet we made today. We are 5 minutes out from Dominique. So I want to give you a chance to go refresh your beverage between then and now. I will be back tomorrow at my normal time. I hope to see all of you. Okay, I'll try that. It's swollen and it hurts. They put me back on an antibiotic again so that we can hopefully keep from having to go in surgically to debride the infection a second time. So that's it. So I have to go see them again next Monday. And if we can't get the swelling to go down at all between now and then, they may go in a second time. So yeah, it's been crazy. But as I said, love you guys. Let me go and put my face cam on. Yeah, so I just got on camera as fast as possible. I still look a hot mess, but I'm still going to record a video. So I will see you guys all over on Dominique's channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading. Oh, and will you please like this video? I would greatly appreciate it. If you could share it, even more would be great. See you tomorrow.